Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
He's having a shot! De Paul. Now it's Messi. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat. Big chance! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Argentina present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Just one winner. Not a twitch, not a blink.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's the chance to counter. And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Vargas. Now it's Freuler. Freuler! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that. That has ended up in no man's land. Space for him to turn and look. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Fernandez. Well, that's a little loose. Now it's Martinez. And Martinez! And that has fizzed wide.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all. Argentina are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Fernandez. Martinez. Now it's Messi. Now it's Martinez. Messi. And a chance! Oh, good finish. They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now this could be it. And he shoots! Goal! Argentina! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Número 10, Messi.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Vargas. De Paul did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Argentina have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. And here's Messi. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Tries a shot! And that's a tiny finish. They are purring, truly purring. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
McAllister gets on his bike and on the move. McAllister had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Now it's Martinez. Oh, that's well spotted. Now that looks a decent ball. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. McAllister. And this is Messi. Now it's to Paul. Shot could be on. Oh, look at the space here. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So now the difference is 3. That's tidy. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Lisandro Martinez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Messi. Now it's Messi. Argentina are looking to break at pace. Now it's De Paul. De Paul, he's free, he has got space. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And that is all they have time for. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Argentina are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. So straight into the second half. Now he's running away. He's had a shot! And no mistake. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Convertido en el minuto 48. Número 22.
Argentina are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Gets a good foot in there. Fernandez. Now it's Vargas. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Almada. Almada venturing down the left. And Medina. Fernandez. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Freuler. Oh, they can break here. Montiel. That's going wide left.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And he is deftly away. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Messi under intense pressure.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Akanji calmly anticipates.
La cantidad de espectadores de este
Nice looking
partido
ball.
fue de 60.179.
The most accurate pass. Medina. McAllister. Akanji cuts out the pass. Now it's a Bolo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Almada. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here.
बुब्बू आए नहीं आप
Martinez running with intent. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Ricardo
मैं वेट कर रही थी
Rodriguez.
तब से आप आए ही नहीं हो
And
मैं 1-0 से
Akanji.
पीछे था मैं 6-1 से आ गई
Freuler.
जीत रहा हूँ 1-0 से हार रहा था मतलब पहला गोल उन्होंने मारा था
मेसी का ब्लॉकबस्टर
मेसी ने 3 गोल मारे हैं
ऑन फायर
3 गोल
बस वो लिखे ना मेसी ऑन फायर
हाँ वैसे कुछ करूँगा इनके
Switzerland
हाईलाइट भी रोक
choosing
लेता हूँ
to
मैं
make
क्योंकि
the
मैं
first
अपनी शॉट्स में
change.
हाईलाइट भी डालता हूँ
Someone renowned
कि
for his
गोल
pace
मारा
and his
कैसे
darting little runs, but also for being a very
बस
good ball
सेकंड हाफ
carrier
चल रहा
as
है
well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
पर तू मुझे देख तो सकती है क्या तो आया नहीं ना तो बहुत बुरी लग रहा था मुझे बुलाना
Oh,
पड़ा
it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
That pass
मुझे
isn't
मेरे
the
पास क्यों
best.
नहीं आए फिर
And it's Mbolo. Showing great feet
नहीं
there. Oh, super ball. He is through here.
मेरी कोई गेम आज में 6-1 से जीत रहा
Threads one in. Almada.
मैं ज्यादा स्कोर नहीं कर रहा यार इतना स्कोर क्या होता नहीं है फुटबॉल में मैं 10-1 10-0 से फेल देता हूँ लोगों को ना तो थोड़ा ज्यादा हो जाता है
And here's Messi. Almada!
ओए देखा तूने शॉट
And that has
फक
faded
यार
wide.
क्या तगड़ा गोल हो जाता अगर ये होता तो देखा तूने
Probably
देखा
had more
रिप्ले देख
time than he realised.
ये देख ओए यार शिट
Se está
क्या गोल
realizando
होता है ये मेरा
un
600
Switzerland
Right.
have opted to make another change here.
यही बात
So
करा
the
मुझे
die is cast. It is time for Mr. Crash Bang Woolen.
Well, this certainly makes the game a little more
है ना
exciting as we near the conclusion.
And here's Lautaro Martinez.
ये
And
देखिए
the
गोल
shot!
ओए मिस हो गया
Oh, impressive strike.
Well, he looked pretty
Well
much
played.
unstoppable there.
Yeah.
The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
गोलकीपर ने रोक लिया कॉर्नर फ्लैग
Granit Xhaka. It's Freuler.
एक गोल और हो जाए
And it's Xhaka. Into the channel. Nicely aimed pass. Vargas. Now it's Okafor. And the shot! Fernandez. Almada. Martinez. Aimed beyond the defence.
हाँ गोलकीपर अच्छा है
McAllister. Oh, nicely intercepted. And Almada. Now it's Martinez. Now this could be a chance.
लगभग दूसरे
Ricardo
वाले को आगे आना
Rodriguez.
पड़ता है।
Freuler. Spread out to the left. Now it's Vargas. He's picked
Se
his
van a
way
jugar
through.
2 minutos de compensación.
Romero gets a foot in here. The referee has
Card
resisted
दिखा
that
रहा
temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern
खेल लिया मैंने
lecture.
उसको थोड़ा सा
That's how I got a penalty. That's how जो भी बंदा था player he got penalty ऐसे डाल दे ऐसी shots में
Martinez claims it without any fuss.
गोलकीपर टाइम वेस्ट कर रहा है अबे मुझे एक
Confirmation
और
that
गोल
there
मारना
will
है
be
साले
2 minutes stoppage time.
तो फिर
और हो
And
गया
that is that. So the
ये देख,
winners
मेसी के-
bullish and
मेसी
belligerent
याद है?
after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Messi.